God bless everyone. I am Princess Grace Monteroso, and for today's video discussion, I will discuss the chapter 2, the natural law, st. Thomas Aquinas, learning outcome. At the end of this semester, we should able to recognize the meaning of natural law and its relation to ethics, and explain how natural law is an imprint of the divine will on free person, and appreciate and articulate the role of natural law in crafting an ethical life, and discuss conscience and how this is defined by the law. Santo Tomas, who was born in 1225, the title Aquinas identifies his place of origin, Aquino, which belonged originally to the Kingdom of Naples and about 120 km south of Rome. He was born an affluent and influential family. His father was recognized as the Count of Aquino. Thomas died on March 7, 1274, leaving behind him. Thomas Aquinas began from the standpoint of faith. His perfection presupposes the existence of a God who is the author and goal of all reality. This creator for Thomas, however, relates in freedom with the human person, and so enable him her in freedom to recognize true reason. In accordance with his foundational knowledge, the human person can choose to act in such a way that is worth it of one's very reality. For Aquinas, God revealed his God will as the internal law, reflected in the order of reality. Relating with the law as governing all is related with God himself, thus will intimates to govern all that is. The reality them of life as growth, nutrition, and reproduction is founded on the will that is internal. The reality of human person who is able through his her intellect to decide in freedom and through his her will to move himself herself voluntarily in accordance with the good that she can now follow the very will of God. Human freedom for Santo Tomas thereof is an imprint of the divine will in the very being of the human person. The divine will, according to his code, can be understood as governing all that is man's task is to act in such a way that her participants in the full unfolding of nature direct it is fulfillment. The human person, then, who is able to draw up specific law that govern himself, herself, her society, is also the author of positive law. The ethics of natural law has gained wide acceptance at one point in the history of Western civilization. They are they are a law of themselves, even though they do not have the law. They show that the domains of the law are written in their heart. Ethics begins with the realization it is its ultimate presupp- presupposition, or even its ultimate principle. Remove it and you will create a whole new brand of ethics. According to Santo Tomas, law is an ordinance of reason promulgated for the common good and the one who has charge of society. Conscience and natural law. moral obligation in the light of the natural law. It is the obligation to do what the individual, through the workings of his conscience, knows know to be a good. He is called to do here and now. And also, conscience is a judgment of reason whereby the human person recognizes the moral equality of a concrete act that he is going to perform, is, is in the process of performing, or has already completed. The ability of man to know is important in his her acting ethically. Santo Tomas discussion on conscience. One is inclined to include that is the proper functioning of reason in moving the human person. According to Santo Tomas, the natural law is nothing else than the rational creature participation in internal law. According to Santo Tomas, the good is prior to the right. This means that a right action is logically posterior to the good that is primarily intended by practical reason. So that's all, and thank you and God bless.